It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Robert Woods on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Titans and the Cowboys under the lights on Thursday night.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Off play action, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Harris. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Williams brings it in. Touchdown, Titans. Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
Yeah, but 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio is if you got a 3-to-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-to-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Finding space at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Let's go now.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Christian Fulton. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
That's multiple times now. He's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here's Mostert, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Inside give to Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tannehill. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Walker now on 1st and 10. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Walker will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. To try again after the sack. Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to...
Now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Tannehill. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Herbert now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I've met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Good.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Quick slant here to Woods. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. On the slant, Burks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tannehill on target to Burks. 1st down, Tennessee. Tannehill now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Tannehill to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Third and long, it's Tannehill. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Nashville. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. On second down, Elliott. And some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Garibay on to attempt the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Looking for Traylon Burks that time.
But now it's third down. Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Garibay on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
That pass taken in by Burks. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Haskins now on 1st and 10.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
2nd and 8 coming up.
To throw is Tannehill. He's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tannehill
running the slant. That's Hooper.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Tannehill on 3rd down.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Tannehill. And Woods has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
He gets this one to Burks.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And quickly they get to the line. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Caught after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Malik Willis.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Tannehill. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.